We got Jake Latz right here on 105 Through the Fan. Jacob, excuse me, Latz right here on 105 Through the Fan. What do you think about the trade to DJ Moore?
My friend group's blowing up. They love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got a second-round pick for him.
Yeah, I thought that was really good value, and we're not paying a bunch of the contracts, so I love it because Burden, Loveland's really good. I think even some of the younger guys that they got. So DJ Moore probably underperformed his contract with us. He had a couple good moments this year, but as a whole, it's like, I don't know, those plays where he kind of let off a little bit. And
especially in that last game, yeah.
It's tough to watch as a fan, so I'm happy they got the value that they did for him.
Did you like when Luther Burden hadn't really done anything all season, then he caught a pass for like 6,000 yards against the Cowboys?
Yeah.
That was really heartbreaking. In case you guys didn't know, he is a Bears fan. So what we talked with Jack a little bit about just some of the differences of maybe coming into camp feeling secure in your spot versus fighting for your job and everything like that. How do you balance, I'm trying to work on specific things versus I still got to put up good numbers in a, let's be honest, competition for spot number 5?
Yeah. I mean, personally for me, I'm obviously in the competition for the starting role, which is enough motivation for me. But yeah, it's nice that you can treat spring training a little bit as a true build-up, which I think is very healthy for every player because we all put in a lot of off-season work, and then you get to test out some of the things that might work, might not work in camp here that will stick in the season. As you know, Jack's working on a cutter. I've worked on kind of different grips with some of my off-speed pitches, so getting real feedback from the hitters. But I think also like you should never get comfortable in the game. I mean, of all these, like the perfect example, he's like as hungry as it gets, even in year 14. So it's that balancing act, but yeah, to your point, really just trying to get feedback from the hitters of the things I worked on.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because the other day I was watching the Grom and yesterday, and I saw a couple foul balls, and my question there is foul balls, is that information? Did you learn from each pitch, every one of those?
Yeah, I mean, well, reading swings is a huge thing. But yeah, you get feedback on foul balls. Like we have an idea of when the ball leaves our hand, and our eye test of how the ball is moving, and then the hitter will tell you if either it's good enough or you need to sharpen that pitch up or go to a different pitch rather. So yeah, little things like that always are sticking out to us.
And whenever they shake their head and look at you like, what the hell was that? That's whenever you're just like, I got him.
Like the first Brazilian hit.
Yeah. And what I think the biggest tell is like when they look up at the board and they try to see either the pitch type or the velocity, they're kind of like, ooh, what was that? They don't know. So that's a really good tell.
What precipitated some of your ideas for maybe changing some of the grip spots for some pitches?
Strikeability with the curve on in particular, and then velocity with the slider. It was just, my speed change. If my curveball was 80 and my slider was 83, that's not enough separation. So I wanted to get that pitch more of like a cutter, if you will, just to get four true velo changes for hitters so that they can't key in on one or two different speeds.
Ideally, would it be closer to like 7 on the velo change?
From the fastball?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. 5 to 7 would be ideal.
If physics didn't exist, what pitch would you want to throw?
If physics didn't exist. Knuckleball? I would love to be a knuckleball pitcher. A rise ball? I don't know. Knuckleball, though.
Okay. One that does this is what I'm going to say.
Yeah, just moves in any direction, and you don't know which way it's going to go.
The last year, sorry to stop.
No.
Last year, I mean, Kevin and I became big fans of you last year because it just seemed like we started in this business kind of like whatever it takes, whatever you guys need, we'll do it. And then watching you, it just seemed like every time you were called upon, you're like, this is a different role, but whatever it is, I got it. Is that the same mentality all the time?
Yeah, I think that's always been something that I thrive on. I was, I guess, highly touted out of high school, but, went to LSU and then kind of got a little taste of adversity from there on out. And so I just naturally had this something to prove on my shoulder that I kind of just love, that it's more of a natural instinct of mine. And I just don't want to lose sight of that feeling. Yeah.
I know it might feel wrong because versatility is so important, but can that ever work against you? Because, the discussion of, well, it'd be great if he's a starter, but if not, he could be a long man. Like, does that ever oddly work against you?
I honestly don't think so, because I think the goal is to try to get wins, right, as a team. And if I add value in multiple areas, it's better than just being one-dimensional. In this era of baseball, you got utility players, you got two ways now. So I think more versatility is definitely a plus.
One of the, when Cliff Lee was here, one of the things that he suggested to Derek and CJ was don't adjust too soon. And getting into that third part of that third time through the lineup, maybe now you have something else to do with them. Are you in that like mentality of I got to stay with this until it's not working and then switch, or are you always constantly adjusting?
I mean, Mike was huge on like the hitter will tell you when you need to adjust.
Okay.
So that definitely sticks with us. But it's interesting. Like, there's no saving your arsenal anymore in today's game. Like, you kind of just you got to give everything you got from pitch one to the last pitch. So that's the cool part about scouting reports is you get an idea of what a hitter's weakness is, and you can match it up to your strengths, and then just go to the well more often than not.
I know one of the things you said, I believe it was after your last start, was one of the big focuses is obviously getting ahead of every hitter you possibly can.
Yeah.
It's early still, but what have you thought about your progression of getting ahead of those hitters so far?
No doubt. Yeah, 2 starts, but love the way that the zone rate is picking up this year, and I want to continue that, even improve, and constantly stay on the attack there, and just keeping the hitters in a defensive mode.